The what are your thoughts on stage full apparel? Because you've seen like guys walk out there like wearing the all black head to toe, long sleeve, long that, and then standing in the sun sweltering.
Man,
Well,
I
I've
saw
always
you
done
in that, and I was just like, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it's commitment. Do you ever feel like I regret this, or is this like no, I'm just used to it?
I'm just used to it now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a few years of wearing this gear, so.
Body's just acclimated
Body
to
just
it.
self-regulates now. I love that.
Same as the hair. Does the hair get hot?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heavy and hot for sure.
This is not the climate for that. But
I never thought about the weight of it as well.
It's pretty heavy.
You must have an incredibly strong neck.
After all this time, yes, I think so.
just headbang. It's like constant weighted headbangs. I like that, dude. Thanks for taking the time to come hang out with us.
Yeah,
As I said, we've been fans for a long time, so it's nice to have you in the country to come hang out here.
So stoked to be here, man.
How was Melbourne, little debut Knotfest for you?
It was crazy. It was fully packed out. Like I could see all the way to the end.
Sick.
Great response, and I've been struggling a little bit with my voice right now, but people were still giving it their all, so I
Cool.
was very happy with it.
I think that's like the festival scene, particularly if you're going like, people are pretty supportive and understanding. Like if you can't hit the notes, being like, you guys do it. You've got a lot more people than a regular show to do it for you, so you can kind of like let the crowd engage, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Look, you guys were a band that we discovered through what we do on the channel. And do you think stuff like that has helped? Like, this is the band's first time to Australia, right?
Yeah, it's the very first time.
Look at how many people are there watching you. You
Yeah,
know,
it's amazing.
I think that it's such a cool thing now that, like music media is pushed in so many different avenues now with reactions and interviews and music videos and all the other content people do. Does it kind of feel like you already get an indication of what you might be expecting when you come to a place like this for the first time? Or is that still quite a surprise to you?
I think it's always a bit of a surprise, but I mean, guys like you're tastemakers. You're very important to the ecosystem, in my opinion.
We paid him to say that.
So, I mean, you can get a rough idea, when you see responses or things like Spotify stats of who's listening from where. And Australia's always been a solid number for us. So I thought it would be decent, but it's been way above expectations for sure.
Fuck yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying. It's a cool thing with like the heavy scene in Australia as well. I feel like people are just so happy to have music come back post-COVID. And we're a few years in now, but people are still coming out in droves to be like, fuck it, you made the effort, we want to come and support that.
Especially in a festival capacity for us here as well.
Yeah. And Knotfest does it really well too, having just like the dual stages that like, you're going to get fans that maybe didn't know you before, purely because that's all there is to watch. There's one or two stages.
Great.
I think it's such a cool idea.
I like that format for sure.
Yeah, it's great. Do you prefer to do headline shows where people are there for you guys, or do you like the festival setting more, where you kind of have the opportunity to reach new people?
I think you got to do a little bit of everything. I'm all for doing headlining shows and kind of giving the fans a close and personal situation, but I'm also for playing shows where we're completely the heaviest band or the weirdest band.
Yeah.
Whether it's metalcore stuff or even some of the kind of mainstream metal type stuff as well. So I always want to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like you guys personally as well, the whole deathcore thing, it's like any sort of extreme subgenre of metal. There's a really militant fan base.
Yeah.
But you guys seem to, for whatever reason, when you started adding those more, I guess you call them mainstream elements, have copped the least flack out of everyone. How the fuck did you pull that off? Everyone hears a chorus and they're like,
sounds like a demon.
Yeah, well.
I mean, and I think some people maybe phone that type of thing in a little bit just to try and expand the fan base. But I mean, that's something we just like anyway.
Yeah,
so
cool.
It was just, it came from passion, and I think you can feel that when someone's written something from a place of passion and care, and it kind of resonates with the art itself.
I think it's cool because it also allows it to like broaden the scopes of like the bands that you can collaborate with and play with and tour with. When you've got elements from other things, I feel like, as you said before, it can be a really niche market, being like deathcore or whatever, death metal. It can be like, these are the bands we play with, these are the tours we get. Whereas by having those extra elements, it means you actually open up the doors for a lot of people to maybe step into that world a bit more.
Definitely.
That's a cool thing.
I think, if we keep doing other songs that are down that line, not that they'll all be that way, we're still going to be extremely heavy. We'll probably be heavier than ever with some of the new songs that we're writing here, but it'd be nice to also have a set you could play with like a band that's pop punk or metalcore or whatever it might be. So it's always fun to be the way heavier band on a lighter bill for sure.
For sure.
I feel like if there's one thing that I've learned doing the channel as well, especially seeing the repeat returners that comment and all that sort of stuff, people, their taste is far more diverse than the small comment section on an Instagram post or something.
It's an echo chamber.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Is this your first time ever coming to Australia?
Yeah, very first.
And how are you liking it so far?
And with the
Welcome.
band. Yeah, it's been amazing, man.
Yeah. A little bit of a short whirlwind one though.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know. I mean, you see Australia on TV and whatnot, but just a very inviting culture of people, and Melbourne was awesome. Like, I love the architecture and how the city was laid out. It was a great time, and I'm still going to do some exploring here now shortly after this. So
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of time to have a look around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
This is an optimal time. A lot of the festivals that happen, they're like 1, 2, 3. So you just like play, flight, play, flight, play.
Yeah.
Whereas at least you got like the day off yesterday in between. When did you guys get into Australia?
Yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
Sorry, Australia itself. But I think.
Like, did you have a day or two?
5 days ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. So you've had a few days to sort of acclimate.
So we were just hanging out. I also wanted to just get my sleep schedule fixed as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So I wasn't dying.
That's good
the
foresight.
voice, yeah. Was the voice a concern previously, or was it just landing in like the sleep schedule fucking you up?
I mean, we had a situation when we had a UK tour, and our flight got canceled, and we went 1 day before, but this time we decided let's go 2 days before. So if there's any issues, then that'd be fine, and also we can get our sleep schedules there and explore a little bit. So that was really the thinking behind it.
Smart move.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
You don't want to hit the ground running and struggle the whole time. So.
Are there far less kangaroos and spiders in the wild than you were expecting?
Yeah, I've seen a few pretty large spiders so far. It was a little alarming, but I haven't seen any kangaroos yet. So maybe that'll be in a couple of days or so.
Yeah, once you're out of like the main cities, people say that, be like, oh, like, where's the koalas? They're off, man. They're hiding in the trees. You're not going to see them.
Yeah. All right, well, let's finish off with some quick fire questions.
Yeah, okay,
So
sure.
a few would you rathers. Look, if you've seen our channel before, you probably know we do a lot of dumb shit. So we're not going to change that today. All right, quick fire questions. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah, right. Metallica or Slayer?
Metallica.
Maiden or Priest?
Maiden.
Breakdown or guitar solo?
Breakdown.
Beer or spirits?
Probably would have been spirits, yeah.
Pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
Ooh, okay. Movies or TV series?
Lately it's been movies.
Alright. Is that because of the traveling and the quick consumption, or you just haven't found a series
I've just been
you've liked?
trying to go through classics lately.
Nice.
Okay, fuck this. I want to talk about
Here we
this.
go.
Johnny and I the other day
fuck
had this
off.
argument because I was talking about the Gentleman TV series, and I was saying, have you seen the movie? And he's like, nah, there's so many good movies I haven't seen. But every October, he watches a different Halloween movie, a horror movie, every night. No matter what
You're
the
very
quality
fixated
is.
on this 1 month of my life, dude.
Because you spend 30 days watching 30 fucking shit movies when you could be watching A-grade amazing movies, and you just been like, oh, I wish I could see that, but instead I watched this movie that has a $12 budget. I don't really know
Did someone get killed in a really horrendous way? $12 well spent, brother. I mean, do you
buck.
but like, I mean, you got to know that some of these like classic movies that win Academy Awards and stuff, they're not for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Horror
Have
is
you got a
for me.
favourite you've seen lately?
I'm trying to think here. I kind of went back. One of my favorite movies ever is The Matrix.
Oh,
So,
classic.
I went back and watched that. So.
Did you watch the last one that came out?
I've heard about it and I kind of refuse.
I'm the exact
I
same.
watch it.
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be
Yeah.
spoiled.
Yeah. Fair call.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Call or text?
What's that?
Call or text?
Text.
How do you feel about FaceTime? If people cold call FaceTime you?
I can't stand it. Personally. I'm not a huge fan of it. But I have
Anyone
do
you
it
want to
every
call
day.
out?
He's just like, hi, how are you? Alright, last question. Handshake or hug?
I'm a big hugger.
Yeah, I like that.
Very
I like
nice.
that. Dude,
Yeah.
thanks for taking the time to hang out.
Yeah.
Hope the voice feels okay.
Yeah, we've wanted to get you on for a while, so you're welcome back anytime. And hopefully, you don't have to give us any hints, but hopefully there are some plans in the near future for you guys to head out here on a solo run.
I think so. I want to come back and give them what I know we
Give
can
them
do
what they
every
want.
time. So.
Cool. I like that.
Thanks so much,
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. So
Cool.
great to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man.